Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Ochichi Emmanuel Orifa. I create content on faith, marriage, and relationships. So guys, if this sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing to this channel if you want to see more of my videos and join the family and let us build a community of like-minded people together. So guys, in today's video, we'll be discussing on a very important topic which I call the basic principles of marriage. So if you are married, you are single, and you're watching me right now, please sit down and relax and watch this video till the end because there is so much to learn in today's video. So guys, without any further ado, let us dive right into the video. I have listed about 6 points which we'll be discussing on today. The number one point is learning. Learning is a continuous process in life. In marriage, both partners must be ready to learn from each other while also unlearning bad behavior patterns from each other. Learning in marriage is a time to be open-minded. You should never forget that your partner is coming from a background different from yours entirely, and you need to learn from him or her so that you can both understand each other better and it will create the same values in the both of you. This is for the men. Do not say, what does she know that I want to learn from her? No, don't say that. Marriage is not for one person alone. Both partners need to learn from each other's mistakes to have a mutual understanding. The second basic principle is unlearning. Unlearning allows us to create space for new ideas. Do away with things you have learned before and open your heart and your mind to new things, letting go of old things. Unlearning involves shedding outdated knowledge, beliefs, habits, and perspectives that no longer serve us right. It requires to critically evaluate our current understanding and be open to discarding or re-evaluating it. In a rapid changing world, clinging to old ways of thinking can limit our growth and hinder our ability to adapt. I know unlearning is not easy, but it is very important to look within us and remove those things that will not help us to grow. We have to let go of some thinking and behavior patterns. Talking about behavior patterns, take for example someone who is a night crawler, clubbing and goes out with guys and comes back maybe by 10, maybe by 2 midnight, and even late in the morning, early hours of the morning before he will come back home. When you get married, you need to unlearn this behavior pattern because it will not make you grow. When you start having children, are you going to allow your children to be seeing you going to club every now and then and coming back late and you don't spend time with them? No, when you get married, you need to unlearn this kind of behavior patterns. As stated by Alvin Toffler, the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. So unlearning should be a daily thing. So number three, relearning. Relearning means updating your existing skills and knowledge to update your new environment and lifestyle, which also means adapting to change. So when you get married, you need to relearn some things that you knew before you get married to your partner. Okay, take for example culture. When you get married, you move to your husband's home and you will begin to understand that what you knew before, maybe your own family's culture is different from your husband's own, so you have to start relearning some of the things you knew before. So when your husband says that, okay, this is our own pattern, take for example maybe in your house, in your home where you are coming from, you can, when you go out and you're coming back, you can walk into the house with the same slippers, the same shoes you wore out. But when you get married, your husband is not now telling you that, no, our own culture from where I am coming from, when you go out and you, before you enter the house, you have to off your shoes and dust off the what is it called, the sand and the dust on it before you enter the house, so that you can keep the house neat. Do you understand? So at that point in time, you will begin to understand that, okay, I have to relearn. You have to relearn what you knew before. So this is how relearning works, so that someone has to relearn in marriage to make things better. If from the example I just gave, if the wife is now refusing to relearn that pattern and keeps arguing that, oh, wearing shoes to the house is not a problem, I can easily sweep it, that's where problem comes in. You understand? So this is why we need to understand these basic principles of marriage so that we can have a good and a healthier marriage. The number fourth point is healing. I mean healing. You know, before you get married, you need to heal from some traumatic experiences that you had so that your marriage can be fine, so that it will not affect your marriage. I know this healing is not easy, yes, I know, but you have to try your best. As a single, if you are single and you're watching me right now, you need to understand what it means to heal. Okay, take for example, maybe you were raped before, you grow up in a broken home, or you see your parents experiencing domestic violence. You grow up in a home full of domestic violence and all of that. You see your mom eats your dad, or your dad eats your mom and all of that. So you have to heal from all these traumatic experiences first before you go into homes, because this is one of the things that causes issues in marriages. You will now come into marriage, now punishing your spouse for what he did not even know anything about. Do you understand? So this healing process is very, very important to make our marriage last long, or how do I put it? So the number fifth point is self-reflection. As an individual and as a couple, self-reflection is a guaranteed way to discover your errors. It also serves as a useful skill. You need to discover truth about yourself. Remember that your growth is dependent on the number of truths you can tell yourself at any given time. If you lie in your marriage, or your marriage started in the foundation of lie, hey, you have to tell lies, more lies, to cover up that lie. So you have to, reflect on yourself. Tell yourself, put yourself to check, like, what do I need to do, or what am I doing that is wrong? How can I make things right? Okay. The number six point is conflict resolution. There is no marriage that has not experienced ups and downs. There is no married person today that has not had misunderstandings with his or her partner. You see people celebrating 20 years wedding anniversary, 40 years wedding anniversary, and you begin to wonder how they have been able to cope all these years. In time of misunderstandings in marriage, or in any committed relationship at all, do know that you have a part to play. You are also guilty of the problem. It takes two to make a disagreement, right? It's not one-sided. Learn to compromise and build a healthy marriage by always communicating effectively with your partner, and then resolve every issues in good time. Do not allow conflict to linger, else you end up causing more harm to your marriage. I believe that the ability to accept your wrongs in good time and then look for the best ways to resolve this conflict would make our marriages healthier. In conclusion, learn to unlearn, relearn, so that you can have a great relationships. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you learned one or two things today. Please tell me what you learned in this video in the comments section, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I am passionate about God, success in marriage, career, and living a purposeful life. I create amazing content on faith, motherhood, marriage, and relationship. Don't forget that you can also join this family if you have the same passion as me. Kindly click on the subscribe button and let us build a community of like-minded people together. And also tell me what you think about this topic. Tell me what you learned about these basic principles of marriage. So guys, thanks for watching once again. See you in my next video. Bye bye.